Hello, my dudes. It's been a good long while since I've done a proper offline recording, but today I figured it's finally time for me to look back a little on the incident known as the Oberon Saga and reflect on it a little while also talking about other things that are related to it. I want to show some appreciation for you guys and maybe some of my plans moving forward, etc., etc. Now, I do have some stuff written down in the form of a script for talking points and whatnot. And if you were curious, this is how I always did it when I used to primarily upload offline recordings where I talked over the footage. And speaking of footage, I'll probably throw some FGO gameplay or something on the background so you won't get totally bored, hopefully. But as I was about to say, I normally just write stuff down, or write down everything I want to say more or less word by word, but today I'm probably just gonna speak my mind off script and just roll with it. I'll obviously do some editing too, so the video flows better and stuff. So, if you've been following my channel recently, you most likely saw parts, if not the full quote unquote Oberon Saga. Now, there was a lot of mixed reactions from some people, and I fully understand, given what happened with the Lee Shuan banner at the start of the year. However, this was still different. The reason I'm calling this an incident rather than a disaster, like in the case of Lee, is that because the huge difference was that I paid for all those roles in the Lee banner from my own pocket, which obviously was a really dumb thing to do. In this case, I never even intended it to become as big of a deal as it did. It just sort of happened. Now, this leads to the other side of the mixed reactions, aka the donations. The reason it exploded to the size it did in the first place was because of several, I mean, honestly, a dozen, if not more, very generous people from this community just, feeling bad for me, I suppose. And finally, that leads into the third part of the mixed reactions, which was about some people thinking that I put up an act or something to gather pity from people to quote unquote bait in donations, which obviously is not true, even if I would never be able to convince some of the people that think so otherwise. Oh yeah, for instance, if you have seen any of my streams live where I happen to do gacha rolls, nowadays for many, many months I've been doing it, even before the Oberon Saga happened, that I mostly do my rolls at the end of the streams for several reasons. One of the reasons is that if the session happens to go badly, which, nowadays more often than not probably does, I would most likely be salty and or sad about it. So rather than sulking through the rest of the stream in a bad mood, I just do them at the end. So no matter what happens, the stream experience won't be miserable after that, because I would most likely be wrapping up very soon after the rolls are done anyway. And the other reason is that, going back to the point I just said, is that there wouldn't be time for people to see me be very sad, so I can better dodge the accusations of, trying to bait in donations, which I don't have to do because I know better myself, but it still proves a point, hopefully, a little anyway. Alright. Moving on now, though. I don't want this video to be a rant, nor for it to be negative. I just wanted to address that, I guess, because, it is a retrospective. I am looking back on it and whatnot, but, yeah. This video also won't be similar to the Lee retrospective, because you guys pretty much already know the full numbers behind these Oberon rolls, so, I won't be breaking those down either. You can, if you didn't know, you can just watch the video I titled the end, I guess, that has, the grand total. You see the numbers, so it should be pretty accurate. If you don't even believe me, you can just you can just go through all the videos and do the tally yourself. It should be very similar, if not super accurate. Now, what I first and foremost wanted this video to be about was appreciation. Also, I'm just gonna give a small warning here because this might get slightly emotional for me. I am just so thankful to all of you guys, to everyone helping me do what I love for a living. I don't really talk about myself much on these videos, but before I had this going on for me, I was pretty lost. I was a university student, but I was at the end of my passion. I just didn't feel like I was heading towards something I wanted to do anymore. And then, completely randomly, this opportunity just, again, just kind of happened, you know? I went from just recording and uploading videos to a few friends of mine on Discord, just, you know, because they wanted to see them, you know? The Discord didn't have like streaming at the time and anything, so I was just doing it. And to being a full-time self-employed content creator, streaming games and uploading videos for a living, like I'm still thinking about it. It's still, you know, it's mind-blowing to me, you know. Now a lot of people will make the argument that it's not even a proper job and I'm still very small time, you know, which is true. But despite my income not being amazing with these numbers, obviously, nor having the biggest numbers, but the fact remains that this is something that I can do for a living and have been doing for around 2 years now. And I feel like I've finally found my passion again. This is something that I truly love doing. I also am aware that it's still scary because as a content creator, you don't really have any job security and that everything could just end one day very suddenly and I would go back to having nothing. But like I always say, you know, it is what it is. All I know is that right now, I am happy. I still pride myself as a YouTuber despite streaming full time, and obviously most of the videos are footage from my streams nowadays with some editing on top. But I still love making these videos, and even if I'm not the most talented editor out there, nor do I think I'm particularly funny, but regardless, I still upload videos every week, and I'm just having a blast, you know. The moment I hit that publish button and see people clicking on the video, and a lot of you guys also leaving comments, it's just a very, you know, it's a fulfilling feeling. I don't know how else to describe it. I love just reading what you guys also have to say in the comments of the videos and the also the occasional community posts as well. I know it's like a cliche thing to say that, you know, everyone always says it, but I truly, more or less, I read every comment that I, you know, get, even if I might not always reply, but I do read them all. It wasn't even long ago though when the channel broke 50,000 subscribers, and again, to some that might not be that huge, but to me it is massive. It's huge. I don't even know what I did to deserve such wonderful people around me, but I just feel very blessed about it, you know. I love FGO. I love streaming. I just love making videos. And most importantly, I love you guys. None of this would ever be possible for me to do if it wasn't for you. So thank you. I really mean it, okay? Fuck, I knew talking about this was gonna get me emotional. I apologize. I'm just a very emotional guy. Oh, goddamn. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up here. All right, and I hope to see you moving forward as well. More content is definitely on the way. I'm doing some birthday gacha rolls this Friday, for instance, and who knows what other crazy things might happen. And a final big thank you and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.